Hi, today I'm going to take you through some simple exercises that you can do in under 10 minutes. I recommend doing them 3 times a week to have a good, strong core. I want you to connect to your core first and then we'll do the exercises. I'll give you easier and harder options depending on the level you're at. But it's very important to strengthen your core because it's going to prevent back injuries. It's going to keep you moving in lots of different ways. It's very good for your resting metabolism, so not building up fat as you get older. And it just feels good as well to have a strong core. It just feels really good. And it's very important if you want to slow down aging, you have to have good muscles. You have to work on your muscles. So enjoy the work. Thanks for turning up. First, we're going to connect into our core. So understanding it's not just here in our belly, it's the sides, it's the back, it's all around this area, like a corset. Like, remember the olden days, and if you ever watched Gone with the Wind, trying to make their waist look thinner, and the modern day is the Spanx. So let's connect into our core. So put your hands on your waist, dig in through the layers of skin and maybe a few fat layers if you're over 40, and deepest layer is the transverse abdominis. Now we're going to do this. You're in your lounge room, so don't be shy. So go like this. Hoo, ho, hoo, ha, hoo, and feel the deep layer. Hoo, ha, hoo, ha. Hoo, ha. So you can feel those deep muscles. Ha, hoo, ha. That's your deep core. That's your transverse abdominis. And then you've got the internal and external obliques, the middle layers. And then you've got the rectus abdominis, which is like that layer. Some people, you can really see that, who are really, really slim people. And obsessive exercises. So we're going to strengthen, and also the pelvic floors are important too. So first, just loosen up around your spine, have a little dance, because you want to be mobile. That's just as important as being strong. So just have a little woo, make sure it's nice and free. Just wriggle around. No one's looking. Don't worry what people think. Okay, so let's go into the core strength. So all you need is a towel on the floor or a yoga mat and your body. Now, first, just come to kneeling and reaching up your right arm. Try to get your right arm next to your right ear. So if you're stiff here, if you can't do that, it means your lats are tight, and that means you can't move your shoulder as freely, and your lower back will be stiffer, and your breath capacity in your sides. So it's very important to work on your flexibility. I'm going to have lots of videos to work on that, keeping the lats, so much good stuff in yoga for that. So now I want you to keep that right arm up, lie down onto your right side. Okay, and then if you're a beginner, put that left hand down on the floor and then squeeze in your core, connect into your core, and then lift your legs up and then down. Lift your legs up. Now what I see is most people are rolled back a bit with their head forward like I am. Now don't do that. Keep your top hip rolled forward and don't have your head forward. So try to keep that straight line through your body. Squeeze your thighs together, so you are working into your inner thighs. Your inner thighs are also connected to your deep core, some attachments in your pelvic floors. You can exhale up. Just make sure you're not rolled back. Keep that top hip rolled forward. It is very important to get to some Pilates or yoga classes as well, not just do everything on YouTube, because you really need a teacher to have eyes on you. Now you should be starting to feel by now some deep muscles in your left waist, so this side that's up. So deep obliques, very deep multifidus and quadratus lumborum as well. So Also, you should feel some abductor muscles in your outer left hip and thigh, and adductor in your right inner thigh. Now, if you want to make it harder, see how I'm propped up on my elbow? Like this, that's harder. That's much harder. So if you're a bit more experienced, you might like to make it a bit harder. Don't tense the neck. Keep squeezing the core. Okay, and then we'll try a hold. So if you're a beginner, you might keep that left hand down, but otherwise you might have the left hand on the thigh. You might have arms above your head. Try not to tense your neck. Just breathe as steadily as you can. Only breathe as much as you need to breathe. So if you're very fit for this style of exercise, you actually breathe less. Try to get alignment through your neck. Squeeze in that deep corset, that core, the muscles. Develop deep, deep strength. Okay, I reckon that's enough on that side. Coming over, come back to kneeling again actually, and just reaching up your left arm. Try to get the left arm next to the left ear. So it's opening up those lats. And work on that. If you can't do that very easily, work on the side stretches. I'll put lots of good videos up for you to work on that. So lying onto your left side now. And just keep the right hand down. Top hip forward. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze into your deep core. Your glutes as well. And just exhale up and then lower down. Coming up and then down. Exhale, inhale. The good news is you can get stronger at any age. The bad news is if you don't work on your strength, you will get weaker, you'll become frail, which doesn't sound very nice to me. I like to feel strong, and I know how important it is for health, mental and physical health. So now you should be starting to feel the deep muscles in the right way. So you make sure you're not rolled back again. Some people need a bit more padding under their hips than just a thin yoga mat on a hard floor. Make sure your head's not forward and you're not tensing the neck and shoulders area. You should be starting to feel that right waist, the left inner thigh. So you're trying to push the bottom leg into the top leg. So a lot of people, they have a bit of weakness in the inner thighs, and I'll have a video for strengthening your inner thighs as well. Try to mainly breathe in and out to the nose in yoga and in life. It's the healthiest way to breathe. And now we'll try to balance. So if you're a beginner, just keep that hand down, but some of you will be able to have the hand on the thigh or the arms above the head. Just try to get the neck as neutral as you can get it. And squeeze the belly, spread the toes. Try to be as relaxed as you can be, but really pushing that bottom leg into that top leg, really connecting some deep muscles here. I think that will be long enough for that side. Of course, you could pause and do it all again if you like to build up your endurance. Okay, so that's the sides. Let's have a quick release side to side, because we don't want those muscles to be tight. We want them to be strong, but not tight. We want them to be free and strong. And that's the most important thing for keeping the body and the joints really healthy, working on both. So now we're going to work on, very, very important, this lower back area. So one way of doing it is all fours and opposite hand to foot, switching on your core. If you have a wrist or shoulder injury, I'm going to go inhale and then exhale. Try to keep your spine on its axis, so you're not all twisted, and your hips level and your neck neutral. So you're not looking forward, you're not looking at the belly button. I'll be putting up a video for teaching you all about neutral spine as well. Straight into core strength. You could also do it lying on your belly, opposite hand to foot. Keep that core switched on. Keep your squeezing into your deep belly. Keep the hip bones level. And just feeling the muscles in the back of the body, the spinal extensors. A lot of people as they get older develop some weak bones, especially in the spine, in the vertebrae. And these exercises are incredibly good for strengthening our spine, our bones, keeping our spine healthy, keeping our body feeling younger. You can actually be 15 years younger in your bones if you put some work in. So do the work, I say. It's going to pay off. So when you're 90, you'll be like a 75-year-old. If you're very, very experienced, you can lift both hands and feet up as well. And that's a lot more load on the lower back. And some of you, that will be okay. But some of you, I think you should be careful of that as well. So opposite hand to foot is a little bit easier on your lower back. There's lots of ways of doing these exercises, so I will be putting a lot of variety out. Variety is the spice of life, especially with exercise. Let's just give our lower back a release. So you could do kneeling, stretch forward. You could squat, you could do downward dog, you could do rounding out, cow. You could do a variety, you could wriggle your hips, there's so much you could do. You could walk your hands side to side and release the side. Just feel into your body, connect into your lower back releasing. Okay, of course, you know what's coming next. We've done the sides, we've done the back, the front. Yeah, okay. So lying on your back now. If you don't know what your neutral spine is, you're not arch, you're not totally flat, just got a little inward curve in the lower back. So find your neutral, and if your neck is a bit arched, put a cushion or a folded towel under your head. Now, first pelvic floors, which we always forget to do, but they should be in every exercise class. Squeeze up around your genitals. So if you're a man, just lift up without touching the balls. And women, it's a bit more internal. So squeeze in and up, hold, and then release. You can do quick ones, slow ones, you can hold. There's lots of variety. And I will do a video specifically for pelvic floors. And they're very important. Imagine if you didn't exercise those muscles, like any muscles, they get weak. And then they wouldn't support the lower organs. And then one day you're just going around, you need adult nappies. No, we don't want that. Let's try to prevent that. So don't forget those pelvic floors. As the women's magazines say, you can do them anytime, anywhere, at the traffic lights, at the desk. Okay, so let's connect into the deep core. Ha, hoo, ha, 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 hoo, hoo, hoo. It's good to make some sounds as well, even though you feel like an idiot, but it's, who cares? Okay, so lighter weights. See how I'm doing this? Pilates toe taps. This is lighter weights. So if you're not used to it, today you just don't feel that strong today, or you're a beginner, maybe you're over 60, you've never done this type of exercise. Of course, you just stick with lighter weights. And if you've got longer legs as well, if you're short like me, short legs, short waist, then you can usually get away with more. So look after the body you've got and be grateful for the body you've got. See how I'm doing bike ride now? That is a little bit stronger. If you've got a clunky hip, don't worry about it. You can just do hold 90-90, squeeze your belly. Okay, scissors like I'm doing here is a little bit harder. Double leg lifts for most people is not safe. It's very strong, but some people it's safe because you've built up your strength, and especially if you're stocky like me. But it's also about our spine lasting for a long time. I haven't got the attitude of, I want to be strong and toned right now. I have the attitude of, I want to feel strong and healthy right now and happy, but I also want my joints to last a long time. because I want to go till 2071. When I'm 100 in 2071, I want to be still doing the exercises. Actually, I think I'll be done. That would be enough if I get to 100. But I'm never going to stop working my muscles, and I hopefully have the same attitude, because then you can live your life to the fullest if you've got a nice, strong, mobile, healthy body. So just finishing off there, and then have a quick release for your belly like this. So you're reaching your feet forward, reaching your arms up, and just allow your belly to lengthen out there. And just do whatever feels good. You can rock a little bit, hug your knees in, a little bit of windscreen wiper. I've got another great video just to loosen up your spine, your core, your hips. So I'll link to that one, because that would be really good to do that one now. And if you feel like you didn't have enough, just do it all again. And stay strong. Stay strong, stay healthy. Live your life to the fullest. Please subscribe and also press the bell. And I've got so much to teach you. Let's do this together. Bye.